Today we're at Southern Utah RV Resort in Washington, Utah. Let's take a quick look, check this place out. Okay, here we go. So this is a fairly new park. In fact, I think it only opened a few months ago. There is still some construction on the outside of the park, but everything inside is finished. You can just tell that it is clean and new and very tidy. Here's where you kind of come down what's called Merritt Way. This is a little bit of a detour to get to this road because they're still doing some construction on the other access road, which I'll show you in the drone footage. So here you are, you come in and you stage right over here to the left of the building. These are the back-end sites over here, which of course go around the perimeter. They're all this crushed gravel and compacted stone. Full hookups, of course. At the main building on the back side of it here, there's a swimming pool, and it's been warm here, so that's been getting a ton of usage. Unfortunately, Ellen and I didn't have an opportunity to use it. Let's take a look. Notice as we're going over there, this has a very valid shipping address, so if you're going to get Amazon packages or other things delivered, you know, it's a one-day ship of your Amazon packages. So unlike some of those other parks that are a little bit more remote, you're not sure, this place is definitely easy to get delivered to. There's the pool area with a hot tub, little covered seating area out here, which I hadn't come up here myself until just now. Fire pit here, and over there it looks like they've got some basketball court kind of thing. Looks like it might double as a, no, I guess not. Looked for a second like it doubled as a pickleball court. A covered area here with barbecue. Another fire pit that's not covered. A little putting green here, which is cool. See all the new plants, stone. This kind of looks like it could be set up as a, yeah, I think this can be set up as a pickleball court. Right there. To there, they could put the net up. This would be the kitchen. Yeah, I think that's what that is. I'll leave it for my pickleball expert friends to comment on that. Laundry facilities here, we didn't have to use those, but they're clean and new. Little cornhole, little playground for the kids. Here are the pull-through sites, right down the center. They are very nicely sized, nicely pointed, level. This is the space you get in between the two. We fit everything in here. We got the car on the back side, tow vehicle up front, the rig, of course. Let me get on the other side, get rid of some of the sun. Full hookups. The only thing that was weird on our hookup is the water is in this here, and I had to get a couple of adapters here to come up just to cut the angle because the hose just couldn't come off straight and not crimp. Full power, 20, 30, and 50. Soars conveniently located. So that's really nice. You can see the trees aren't fully matured yet. They still got the support stakes on them, so an indication that the place is new. Roads are nice and paved, level. There is some road noise. Oh, camera's all wonky. There's some road noise from the highway over there. You can see we're kind of surrounded by mountains and buttes and whatnot. So this is in Washington, Utah. It's very close to St. George, Utah, which is a shopping mecca. Let's show some video. They're just everything down there. I've never seen so much concentrated shopping of everything you could ever need. All the big box stores, a few Walmarts, you know, the Kohl's, the Targets, that kind of stuff. and then just a eclectic mix of restaurants, other shopping things, foot massage places, chiropractors, mattress firms, of course, all that kind of stuff. So this isn't a huge park. It does have a fair number of sites, but it's not maybe 100 or so, if that. Big rig friendly, as you can see. They've got 2 dog parks, and then they have this other over here. I'll walk through this empty site. This other little potty break station right here. And bring them out there. It's got typical dog potty stations with the bags and the barrels for you, clean up after them. So it kind of reminds me of the surf RV resort that we stayed at over the winter in Florida, on a very smaller scale, but finished kind of the same way. Except down there they had pavers for the sites where this is gravel, but new and clean, I guess, is the real common thing. Here's a dog park, one of them, and on the other end of this center pull-through site row, there's another dog park. So our Verizon wireless is working here marginally. The T-Mobile is working quite well, and as you can see, there are no trees or anything, so the Starlink is working really well. These guys with their satellites, those are working well too with no obstructions. The power has been stable. The water pressure is good. I didn't test out the cable TV. I'm not even sure they have that. You can check that out at their site for those specifics on those amenities. But their internet, their Wi-Fi is working well. There you go. You can see the trucks going by. The noise has not bothered us. It quiets down at night, obviously. But as far as all the residents in here, well, not residents, but all the patrons in here, their quiet hours, and it's been quiet at night. It's kid friendly, so there are kids running around. There were a lot of them when we first got here. It seems to be cleared out. Maybe it's back to school or something, I don't know. Well lit. Feel safe. The neighborhood around here, let's see if I can go look over the wall, give you an idea what the view is. There's a lot of construction in the neighborhood surrounding here, new condo buildings and apartment buildings. Everywhere looks really clean. Right there is the area right outside one of the walls, opposite the highway. You can see the backdrop of the mountains over there. Yeah, it looks like it's a pretty nice neighborhood. Everything well kept, the properties are all clean. Yeah, that's important to us, right? You like to go somewhere and feel safe and know that people are taking pride in ownership of what they have, because that usually relates to quality values and things like that. So yeah, that's about it. There's not a whole lot to say. It's a nice park. We stayed here. I think the location is key. The St. George area is really nice, and you can get to the other national parks. We went to Zion, we went to Bryce, which is a little bit of a ride away. Both of them are within a couple of hours. So there we have it. That's about all I can say about it. As usual, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like this kind of content, subscribe. And if you think anybody else will get value from this content, please share it out to them. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. See you next time.